Monday. Hey, and we back around the water cooler, man. Y'all, tonight, man, we gonna ask the question. We gonna try to answer it tonight, man. Is this the year the Auburn Football Tigers? The year that they shocked the SEC, man. Y'all know what's coming up next, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports. Nick Frazier, Marcus Fitzpatrick. Y'all know what it is. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yes, sir, man. We back around the water cooler, man. My name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. And you can hear him, but you can't see him. Tell him who you are, man.
It's your boy Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm in here tonight.
Sir, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Before we get into it, let's do this, man. Make sure that you all are following us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and when we go live. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to rock with us, if you want to call in, if you want to give your 2 cents on a subject tonight, man, there's the call in link right there, man. Call us 334-521-2679, 334-521-2679. I'm gonna put it up on the big so everybody can see it. 334-521-2679, 334-521-2679. If you want to call in and you want to give your 2 cents about what's going on and what you think is about to happen, is Auburn gonna shock the SEC this year, or if you got something else on your mind, bro. But tonight the topic is we're gonna talk about that, man. Marcus, how you feeling tonight, my guy?
Man, I'm good, man. Every time you be saying that 334, I'll be like, what time is it?
Yeah, man. Shout out to JoJo McToy, the bad boy. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to my guy, the bad boy, JoJo McToy, man. We appreciate all y'all for rocking with us, man, here around the water cooler, man. Let's see who in the chat with us tonight, man. What's going on? Hope y'all doing all right. You know who number one. The first one, Beard himself, man. What's up, Huggy? Hope you're doing all right, my guy, man. Hope all is going well with you, man. Huggy going live over on Facebook. I don't know if are you gonna start going live on? Well, you can't. You gotta wait to get to what's name. So yeah, let's get Huggy over there on YouTube. Let's get him to 50 subscribers so we can see Huggy live over there as well, man. I got Auburn Dad for life. What up, AUD4L?
AUD4L.
What's up, Auburn Dad? How you feeling, man? He said, I pray this is the year because we've been down for too long, nowhere to go but up. That is very true, man. That is very true, man. What's up to you, Auburn Dad? I hope you're doing good, man. He said under 48 hours until fall camp. Hey, that's what it is. That's what he say. That's what they say. I thought does it start? It starts tomorrow, the 29th, doesn't it? I thought it starts tomorrow, the 29th, or does it start on the 30th? Which one? Let me know. I thought it started tomorrow. My bad. It is what it is. Travell said he need water. Well, guess what? you around the water cooler. You get all that you need right now. See, I got mine right there. See, there it is right there, man. I got it right there with me, man. Shout out to the king of the comments, Travell. So happy about that bubble. Get those kids back under supervision. Yeah, man, they'll be back. I don't know. Is it tomorrow or is it Wednesday? Do they start tomorrow? Or do they start Wednesday? I don't know. We're gonna see, man. Get Musty in the chat. What up, Get Musty? He said, what up, Get Musty? Hope you feeling all right, man. Hope all is going well with you, my guy, man. Everybody doing good. Everybody speaking to everybody, man. It's been a long weekend, or short, depending on how you see it. But hope all is good with everybody, man. Hope y'all are doing
What's up, Bub?
Man. What's up, Bub? Bub saying what's up to everybody, man. Get Musty said the water cooler. At my job broke today, so I know this stream about to be crazy. Hey, you never know. You never know. That's why the call-in option now is some serious, man. So when people call in, we don't know what they gonna do. We don't know what's gonna happen, bro. But tonight, we just hope that everybody have a great time, and we hope everybody come in, have a good time. If they want to come in and give their 2 cents about excuse me, about the show, about the topic. Hey, that's what the calling number for. He said it. Yeah, man, I was tired, man. So we was this past weekend we was trying to fix this call in situation. Hopefully it's fixed all the way. We got it. It was working. It was working last night when we got off. So hopefully someone calls in tonight when we get the call in going. Hopefully it'll work then. But I'm confident. I'm confident it will, man. I'm confident.
Yeah.
Well, safe travels, man. Travell, the king of the comments, is back in Georgia. Shout out to that man. Last time we heard Travell, man, we thought we didn't know what was going on.
I told y'all it was gonna go left.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you guys that's situation finna go left.
He said they report on the 29th. So okay, officially start on Wednesday. So yeah, they report tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
Early?
Right now. What up, Marcus Fitz and Nick Frage? What up, Robert Smith? What's up, man?
Robert?
What's on with you, my guy? How you feeling? C Hall said, "Wardam Eagle, man." Jensen guys, what's up? C Hall.
C Hall. King Richard in the building.
Chat. What up, King Richard, man? Where you been at, my boy?
I just want to say, King Richard, where you been at, man?
In the chat, King Richard, what's up, man? Hope you doing all right. King, another King, Sean.
King, all these kings in the building, man. That's why I'm like to see all these kings around here.
Shout out to King Sean, man. What's up, man? Welcome around the water cooler with us, man. I hope you're doing all right, man. Hope all is good. What she said, he's been banned from calling in by the wife. Okay, all right. Well, at least you can comment in the chat. That's all that matters. We just happy. We happy to have Auburn Dad around the water cooler with us.
Yeah, man, for real, Auburn
Dad. If you ever get a chance, sneak away. Trust me. Here's the number right here to call in. 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679 is the call-in number. If you want to call in and mention and excuse me, and let us know how you feel about the topic for tonight. Is this the year that Auburn shocks the SEC? It is what it is. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it right now, man. Beaver Cleavage. What up, Beaver Cleavage? How you feeling, man? Don't even know when training camp starts. Yeah, they report tomorrow and they start on Wednesday. I just know they were supposed to start. I thought they were supposed to start tomorrow, but they do start on Wednesday. Okay, cool. They start on the 30th, but I knew they're supposed to be there on the 29th. So it is what it is, man. Well, shout out to you, Beaver Cleavage, for coming around the water cooler with us, man. If you want to call in and let us know when it starts officially, let us know, my guy. It is what it is. So they been AWOL, man. Nah, man, he been good. He good people. All right, man. Let's get into it. Marcus. I'm gonna ask a question, man. This has been a long offseason, bro. We are getting close. We are 32 days away from Auburn versus Baylor on February 29th, 2025. Auburn travels to Baylor. Auburn is now an underdog in that game. Man, that's crazy, man. Auburn is an underdog in that game. And after being a slight favorite all summer from the Vegas odds early on, but now Auburn is an underdog going into that game at Waco, Texas. I'm not surprised. I guess they're basing it off of last year and potential stuff like that. But here's the question, man. I'm gonna ask you the question, man. Does Auburn have the opportunity, or is this the year that Auburn shocks the SEC and that things happen, bro? What's your stance on that, man? Is this the year? Is Auburn gonna shock the SEC this year and potentially make a run for the SEC championship and potentially college football playoff? What's your thoughts?
It's no better year than now, man. If we gonna do it, it gotta be this year, man. The schedule shows up, the roster is formidable. I feel like our opponents this year, their roster is shaky as well. It's no really outside of like the top 2 to 3 teams in the SEC. Is no really just drop dead rosters that impressed me. So it's just like if it's this is the best time, man.
I mean, yeah, when you look,
if we don't do it now, like you said, like you alluded to in past episodes, I feel like we're gonna regress roster wise. Meaning, like
we're gonna regress roster wise.
Roster wise, meaning like we're gonna, like you said, we're gonna have a lot of seniors that leave the O-line, so it's gonna be a lot of question marks. I feel like
you talking about after the season next year?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like, with that being said, who might hit the transfer portal? Like, that's a big thing now. So it's just like, if we don't do it this year, I'm nervous of what the years to come will look like if we don't look good this year.
All right, so you brought up something about the transfer portal. I ask you this: so if Auburn does have a that's a terrible season. What's a terrible season for Auburn? If Auburn wins 5-6 games again this year, is that a terrible season or
terrible? Horrible. Six, 7. I'm mad, but 6 is terrible.
Okay. All right. So all right. Well, let me ask you that question then. You saying because when I say is this the year Auburn shocks the SEC? That can go either way now. I mean, because
I hope it don't shock the SEC in a bad way. It won't even be shocking at this point.
I mean, would it be? I mean, okay, now
I feel like it wouldn't be shocking. It'll be like that's the Hugh Freeze we expected.
But no, let's be real about it. Let's be real. All right, so let's put it in perspective. Let's put it in perspective here. All right, so Auburn can shock the SEC by winning 9-10 games. I think Auburn wins 10 games this regular season based off of what the talent is basically telling me about this whole situation is what it's telling me. Auburn can win 10 games in the regular season, go to the SEC championship, win or lose the SEC championship game. More than likely they still gonna have a berth in the playoffs if that happens. They can go in the playoffs, win or lose in the first round of the playoffs. If they win, they're continuing to they're living past the expectations of what the national media is saying that this team could do, and what a lot of people outside of Auburn.
A playoff berth a playoff berth alone would be just like Bubba said in the comment, will have me ecstatic.
Okay, I get that, but then we can also say Auburn can shock again. Auburn can shock a lot of people within the SEC this year because a lot of people feel that this Auburn roster is talented enough to be in the tops of the country. So if this roster underperforms, that's a shock. So I'm just sitting here saying.
The thing about it is,
Nick, I'm sitting here saying Auburn's gonna shock the world either way.
Listen, Nick, if this roster underperforms, we're not looking at this roster. We're looking at Hugh Freeze.
Okay, all right. So this is the question then. What is underperforming? What is an underperforming number?
7 is underperforming, but
so
8
is underperforming.
Yeah, 7 in my eyes is underperforming. With this roster, yes, 7 in my eyes is very underwhelming.
So 7 is underwhelming. Okay, so let me ask you this then. So if 7 is underwhelming, what's 8?
8 is I.
See, you see,
8 is I. You keep your job another year. That's 8.
I don't know about that, bro.
8 I can see him coming back next year.
I don't know. I mean, of course, like I agree with you there. You win 8 games this year. That's definitely an upgrade from the first 2 years that you've had. 6 games the first year, 6 and 7. You lost in the bowl game your first year. Last year, 5 and 7. We all know what happened there. You win 8 games this year. That does give you a little bit of reprieve to where you are able to come back, the next season, and you're able to kind of see what happens next. But like I've been saying in previous shows, next season, that roster next season, unless you go out in the transfer portal and you go get, a lot of veterans on the offensive line, you're gonna be starting a lot of guys that don't have a lot of SEC, and let's not even say SEC, but a lot of college football playing experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you potentially, that whole offensive line this year potentially could be gone. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so high on Auburn this year, potentially, winning 10 games in the regular season. Because you're bringing in a new quarterback, even though this quarterback has SEC experience. I mean, he played at Oklahoma, of course, Jackson Arnold. Even though he's had that experience, I mean, we talk about the wide receiver room and things and stuff like that, and how explosive that room and that position group is going to be. But when you sit here and you talk about Connor Lewis center, you brought back Dylan Wade, Jeremiah Wright, and then you got the addition of what a lot of people feel like is going to be, potentially he could be a day 1 guy, but probably in that day 2 range, and Xavier Chaplin at left tackle. he's given up less than 6 sacks in his whole college career and things stuff like that. When you look at that and you pair that with, a quarterback that this coaching staff is fawning over, that they are just in love with. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm saying the shock for me, I wouldn't be, me personally, I wouldn't be shocked if Auburn win 10 games. I wouldn't be shocked if Auburn.
Hey, Ken Richard put a good question in there, and I want to ask that.
I'm gonna put it up. Put
it up real quick because that's a great question.
I gotta get through everybody else.
Oh, my bad. Because that's a good question. Is it playoff or bust?
Is it playoff or bust for this season?
Yes.
Hold up. Hold that thought. Hold that question, because I want to say, I think isn't that the question that he asked in the chat?
Yeah, that's the question, and that's a great question. That's a very great question.
Elaborate on that.
Is it play? I don't think it's playoff or bust in the sense of keeping his job, but for us, I feel like for us to be satisfied, for us to really, as a fan base, and I'm just basing this on pure fan base, for us to be satisfied, it's a playoff. It has to be a playoff, bro. In my opinion, a 9-win season beating Bama and Georgia, all right. But like you said, I think that right there will put us in playoff conversation, but it got to be a playoff, bro.
Is it playoff or bust with this roster? Is what you're asking me. All right, let's go through the roster. Let's look at the roster. Let's look at each position group by position group, and let's look at it. And I want y'all in the chat, and then when we get to the time when we'll take calls and stuff, I want y'all to call in and I want y'all to comment on this. This is interactive. I want y'all to do it. So let's look at this roster. Let's look at this roster by position group. And this is what I mean when I say I think Auburn has one of the best rosters, the second best roster in the SEC when it comes to the 2 deep of guys who are actually going to be in the rotation and play. I've already named the offensive line, right? Let's look behind them. Tay Buster, who just got there. You still got DeAndre Carter, who was a 5-star, who they have a lot of who they think has a very big upside. Dylan Cinder, Feather Edwin. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And you have a lot of guys behind them. So the depth is there. You have really quality players there, but they just don't have enough experience at playing. But that first starting group on the offense line, experience, know what they're doing. And then if you can rotate some of those guys in, especially like a Carter, if you can especially rotate him in so he can get some playing time.
Yeah, I need him to get a lot of playing time this year though. Like so he can be ready for next year. I need him to get a lot of playing time.
It's going to be a problem. All right, we all know the wide receiver room. We all know Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton, Perry Thompson, Malcolm Simmons is still part of the team. Bryce Kane, Ratio Fields, Sam Turner. We know all of these guys. We know. It's already been documented how well this receiving room is going to be. Let's look at the running back room. Damari Austin, Jeremiah Cobb, Darrell Robinson, who I think should be considered as one of the guys that potentially should be considered as a guy that should start because of what he did at UConn last year. He's probably the most experienced running back in that room based on what we saw and from what he did at UConn, having more reps than anybody in that room and things and stuff like that. You see that there. All right. Tight end room, Preston Howard, Brandon Frazier, who's DC's guy. Shout out to DC from Auburn Addicts and stuff like that. That's his guy and things and stuff. Quarterback room, Jackson Arnold, former 5-star plus guy. Deuce Knight, 5-star. And Ashton Daniels, who has a load of experience as a starting college quarterback at Stanford. Has a load of it. Has a lot of it. All right. That's the offensive side. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. We're looking at let's look at the defensive line. Keldrick Faulk, who everybody thinks is going to be a first round draft pick next year. On the other side of him, Kieran Crawford. You're going to have Quintel Jameson Travis in there. You're going to have Malik Blockton, those are probably going to be your 2 starters. Behind them, you got 2 blue chip guys in Jordan Crawford and Malik Autry, who's going to be playing there. Not to mention you went and got Dallas Walker out of the portal. Not to mention you went and got Chris Murray out of the portal from Sam Houston State. Then you go to the second, the linebacker room. The linebacker room is probably where you are looking at. All right, this is where potentially our weakness could be, because really DeMarcus Riddick is your guy in that room. But let's not forget Robert Woods has some playing experience as well too. But after them, Xavier Atkins, he played at LSU. He was a freshman, didn't play a lot. He played some, didn't play a lot, but he got a little bit of SEC experience. Then everybody knows how I feel about Elijah Melendez. He gonna be in that room as well too, and things and stuff like that. But then you get to what I think is potentially the strength of the could be potentially the strength of the team. You get to the secondary. Jay Crawford, Can Lee, Rayshawn Pleasant, my boy Rayon Strader. You get to the back end part, Sylvester Smith, Caleb Harris. You get to Matthews, who just came in. Just got to see what his conditioning and things and stuff like that. Tay Seymour, who was in the. I mean, when you look at this and you look at the guys that they have brought in, it's a lot of experience across the two deep of this roster. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard for a lot of teams to be able to just run away from Auburn this year, because I don't think it's gonna happen. What's your thoughts on that?
Like I said, if we have an underwhelming season, you cannot blame the roster. This is the only honestly, I felt like you couldn't blame the rosters in the past, but we found a way to do it anyway, just to let Hugh Freeze off the hook. Right now, you cannot blame the roster. If he undercoaches this roster, he's the problem.
Wow. Look, Team JPC X3 said, shout out to you, man, for coming around the water cooler. He said he bet it's gonna be like when Caleb Williams took Spencer Rattler's job as a freshman. Deuce will start by the end of the year. I don't like that.
I know. I'm gonna say that team struggled.
I don't like that. So based on that comment right there, he basically saying that he thinks that Auburn's offense is gonna struggle this year.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like he's saying.
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, let me know if I'm right or wrong now, my boy. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like you are.
That Spencer Rattler experiment didn't look good until about.
Yeah, because Spencer Rattler had to transfer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Spencer Rattler experiment didn't look good until about South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like the way that sounded there, my guy. I don't know about that one, man.
Because I see Spencer Rattler on that Netflix show. I thought he was gonna be cold, and then wham.
I don't know, man. We gonna see, man. Jermaine Mims, shout out to Jermaine. He said, "What's Freeze answer to teams with like or better talent? You can't out talent everyone. Big. No, I agree.
Talk Mims. He can't.
Mims. We don't disagree with you there.
You gotta coach it, bro. And if he can't coach, it's gonna show up.
We're not disagreeing with you there. But let's look at Hugh Freeze. Let's look at last season. If we want to compare last season and what we did, where did Auburn have problems at in ball games when it came on the offensive side of the ball? We all know Auburn did not have problems moving the ball from the goal line to the 20-yard line, which is the edge of the red zone. They did not have a problem there. The problems with Auburn came with red zone efficiency. They ranked last in the conference at 78.05% in red zone efficiency, and game situational moments when the coach had to step in, when you would expect the coach to step in and make a decision and live with it. That's where the problem was at. We all can sit here and because at the beginning of the year last year, I clearly remember me and Bubba was having this back and forth about, is it scheme? What is it? And I kept saying it's scheme. And Bubba was like, well, what do you mean by scheme? I was like, well, this is what I'm seeing, and this is not working. We were both agreeing that yes, we're seeing them move the ball in the open field, but when you get into situational game management, game specific situational times, it just wasn't there. So that's what I'm looking for this season when it comes to this Auburn team.
If we see that same problem in week 1, we are in trouble.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So somebody like in one of our past streams, shout out to all y'all. I can't remember who it was. But in one of our past streams, somebody said that if we had more reliable field goal kicking, we probably see the head coach call plays differently. Do you agree with that, Marcus?
DC said that, and to a sense, you would like to think that a coach would be savvy enough to use the field and use his weapons to his advantage. But
Okay.
this is also the same coach that was fighting himself to
Not
not throw
throw the ball. Yeah.
football. That's what I'm saying. So like when you speak on coaching, our coach has been shown to make bonehead decisions. It's just we don't point the finger at him and hold him accountable like that. So it's just like next year we gotta hold him accountable. And I feel like we all ready to do that. But it's just what the biggest offseason adjustment should be with Hugh Freeze. And I hope that while he was on the golf course, something hit him in his head and told him that, all right, I gotta be better as a coach.
Okay, all right. Stop right there. So if you say the biggest offseason adjustment needs to be Hugh Freeze, do you not think he did that this offseason by going out and getting the quarterback he wanted? Now let's unpack this, bro. Let's unpack this. So we all know what happened in the transfer portal when it first opened up. Malik Murphy was at Auburn, and he was, and according to all reports, he was ready to sign with Auburn and come be the quarterback there. He was told, hold on a minute, because Jackson Arnold was apparently coming in that next day. So Murphy left without signing. Arnold came in the door. When Arnold left, guess who was putting out their video saying, why Auburn? It's Jordan Hare Stadium. It's Pat Dye Field. It was Jackson Arnold. So we can sit here and say that Coach Hugh Freeze made an adjustment by saying, look, this is the guy right here that can really run the system that I want to run. This is the guy. I believe in this dude. I done seen what he can do. And shout out to Team JCP3. He said right here, he said not saying the offense as a whole. He just said he had zero faith in Arnold. And then Bubba asked him the question there, why he's so low. And shout out to Huggy, man, for rocking with Marcus. And he said, just watch the film from last year, bro. He's not very good. Yeah. But you got to look at what Oklahoma was last year. I would implore you to go look at Jackson Arnold his freshman year at Oklahoma when Jeff Lebby was the offensive coordinator at Oklahoma, and see how he ran that offense and how they played in that bowl game and how he looked in that game, how he looked under that type of offense that Jeff Lebby was running. We can all sit here and say that Jackson Arnold didn't look comfortable at all last year underneath that. But back to my point. My point is this: like, do you not think he went out and made those adjustments through acquisition of talent?
That ain't the adjustments that we need, though.
But listen,
because the thing is, if you're banking on just the acquisition of talent, you're banking on Jackson Arnold's raw talent in the red zone to get you touchdowns. You're banking on Horatio Fields' ability to win jump balls to get you touchdowns. And in a lot of games, all right, but some games that's not gonna work. Some games you're gonna have to draw up something.
But here's the thing, though. Listen to what I'm saying. You go out and you go get another big guy because of what we was hearing about Perry Thompson. You go out and get Horatio Fields, who when you get in the red zone, since we all know that Coach Hugh Freeze wants to throw the ball, you go out in the red zone and now you got Horatio Fields, Cam Coleman, Perry Thompson, and then now you put Eric Singleton there, whose catch radius is ridiculous. And now you putting athletes out there and you telling Jackson Arnold to throw the ball up and let the best athlete make the best play. Now, I'm not saying that's what I would do if I was the OC, but I'm saying based on what Coach Hugh Freeze's philosophy looks like it's going to be this year, do you not think he went out and recruited and tried to get talent to do that? Especially when we know we ranked last in the red zone scoring and efficiency last year.
Hey, he has the talent. All I would say is the talent is there. Is the play calling gonna be there? Is the clock management gonna be there? Is the decision making gonna be there? So it's just I'm waiting to see that and I'll be able to tell that in the Baylor game.
Okay.
Well, we still seeing the same Hugh Freeze that is still running the same route, still being the same predictable guy that you can predict how he's going to call the game.
Well, okay, let me all right, okay. With let's be honest, bro, because I can see here my gripe with Coach Hugh Freeze, my gripe with Hugh Freeze is situational play calling. Like I'll give you an example. You have the ball on your 28-yard line, right? You have the ball on your 28-yard line. It's a minute and 36 seconds left before halftime. You down by 3. You can kick a field goal to tie the game up to give you some momentum going into halftime, or you can go and try to score a touchdown. What type of plays do you call on that drive? How many attempts? Like once you get if you had a 28-yard line, that I know from there until the red zone, I can move the ball. What I'm calling is working, because we saw that last year. We saw Auburn move the ball like that last year. But now when I get close to the red zone, it gets more compressed. How many times do I need to take a shot to the end zone? How am I going to be able to set plays up to do that? That's what I'm talking about. Like in game situational game management type stuff. Not and shout out to Tez, but not calling a timeout when it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left before the 2-minute timeout, knowing that the 2-minute timeout is about to come up. Why would you call a timeout? That type of stuff. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Nick, can we not act like he didn't become predictable at a certain point of the season?
Okay, all right. So when did he become predictable? Please, what period is what stretch of the season did he become predictable? Because I still sit here and say, what game
did you
even in the
predict
games that we lost, even in the games that we lost, Auburn was still moving the ball down the field. I just sit here and say when it came to situational play calling and when it came to scoring the football, Auburn didn't do it well. But Auburn moved the ball. And my argument is what he did in the offseason in the portal by going out and getting those type of talent, those type of guys that are athletic to where if he throws the ball in their area, their catch radius, those guys will make athletic plays. It doesn't have to be the perfect pass every single time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But I'm trying to think, what game was that you predicted how we were gonna lose? You said that we were gonna get down by this.
Oh, that was the Vanderbilt game, actually.
Was it?
I believe it was the Vanderbilt game. It was either the Vanderbilt game or it was a Vanderbilt game. Because I was like, what's gonna happen is he gonna get nervous when they get down by one possession, knowing that all you have to do is just run the football. And guess what? Just run the football and you still in the game, you control the clock. I was like, he gonna get nervous, and that's what's gonna end up costing us the game. That's what I said.
Oh yeah. Then the following week, I said he's gonna throw 5 or 6 stop routes in the beginning of the game, and we counted them up.
Yeah, but was that not working though?
How when but Peyton Thorne was wildly inaccurate on a few of those routes.
But were they catching the ball? Were they moving down the field?
Sometimes it was a 3 and out.
Okay. All right.
A lot of drives stalled because we knew what was going to happen.
My thing is this, bro. I'm not sitting here disagreeing with you saying that he's not predictable. I never said he wasn't predictable. I never said he wasn't. But I'm saying it worked. except for when he got to the red zone and when he was time to score and when he was trying to score in the red zone and when it came to situational game management type stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying he's not predictable, but I'm saying you knew what was going to happen. And then guess what? They were still moving the ball in the middle, in the open field. But when they got to the red zone or when they got close to the red zone, they weren't able to score because that type of offense didn't equate to having more of an open field to throw the ball. And so what did he do? He went out and got a Horatio Fields. He went out and got an Eric Singleton, who's one of the most athletic people in the country and one of the most athletic wide receivers in the country. He expanded. He basically expanded expanded it, Jackson Arnold's throw radius, because now he has athletes out there who can go up and get the ball if it's not an accurate throw. That's what I'm saying. Would you disagree or agree with that?
I'm just hoping what you're saying is true. Like I'm hoping that, like you were speaking to, that he can get the receivers the ball in open space, and their true talent can take over, and we have a mystical season that way.
A mystical.
But I'm just saying, but because if we bank it, I'm saying if we had to bank on Hugh Freeze to coach us out of this season,
What's up, B-Long? What's up, B-Long? How you doing, man?
I'm gonna sit at home and I'm gonna get my bag of popcorn. I'm just waiting to see it.
You just gonna wait to see it. All right, man. I'm with you, man.
But like you said, he has the talent. I think Jackson Arnold has the mechanics, and he can read the defense well enough to do what Hugh Freeze wants him to do. I think Eric Singleton can get in open space and do big things with the ball. I think Cam Coleman can win a lot of jump balls. I think Horatio Fields can win a lot of jump ball situations. I really want to see what Perry Thompson does. And then we have an O-line that's veteran. So like this is the offense. It's no excuse for failure from him, especially offensively. Like if Dirk can take a step back, that'll catch everybody off guard.
I agree with you though.
That'll catch everybody off guard. Nobody banking on our defense to take a step back. But if he doesn't prove it with this offensive talent, excuse my French, it's time for his ass to go.
What? It's time for his ass to go. All right.
For real, Nick. Like he has everything for his offense, the offense that he likes to run, he has every piece for it to be successful.
Okay, so my thing is this then. If that's the case, then why are you still? I mean, I understand.
Because I don't believe in him. I'm sorry, that goes against my slogan. Faith in Freeze. I do believe in him. I want to, but I done lost a lot of money believing in Freeze.
You got any more you want to get off your chest?
I lost a lot of money believing in Freeze, and it goes back to his time in Liberty.
Is there any more you want to get off your chest?
I'm just saying. I'm cool. I'm cool.
You sure? You sure you good?
I'm straight. All
right. All right, then. Hey, man, we're going to take a break. We're going to let Marcus breathe a little bit, man. We'll be back.
But then when we come back, I'm going to say it again. Okay, I'm cool.
He's going to say it again. That's what he said. All right. We're going to hit the halftime, man. We'll be back right after.
You don't out your seats. It's halftime.
Do you want to feel like a star? Then go to Hollywood Media and you'll be shining. From sports interviews, athletic highlight tapes, athletic photography, Hollywood Media will make you the star of all stars. Feel like a star on the most important days of your life. From college graduation to saying I do to your forever person. Let Hollywood Media make your event star-studded. Subscribe and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood. Yo, man, shout out to our guy, man, DJ, man. They want
Hollywood
podcast, Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate it, man. You want to feel like a star. And man, if you are an athlete and you know football season's coming in, you want to get your highlight tape ready because you know that's what recruiters want to see. You know, if you want to, if you are a basketball star and you want a highlight tape there, you know, hey, recruiters need to see that. You know, if it's you know, homecoming dances are coming up soon. I can't believe it's about to be homecoming dances, bro. Like that's like October, November time, bro. We almost there. You know what? Holla at that guy, man. DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And of course, follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's as well, man. Shout out to our guy, man. Day one supporter of the Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate him so much for rocking with us around the water cooler, man. So thank you, man. Mess with the people that mess with the Water Cooler Talk podcast, Water Cooler Talk Sports. You know, it is what it is. And now's the time, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to call in and you want to put your 2 cents into it, there go the number right there. It's time.
Hit that line.
Hit the line. That's the number. 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679. If you want to come in and tell us what you think we wrong at, if you want to tell us what you think we right, call in and
let the phone breathe.
They let it breathe, bro. Boy, I tell you, man, we got a call coming in right now, ladies and gentlemen. On the phone, the man, the MILF, the legend. It is the Huggy Beard. Huggy, what's going on?
What's happening, y'all? Just now had walked through the door. Been driving from one side of Crackerville to the other.
Okay.
But no, I got a real question. Ain't no soapbox tonight.
Okay.
After the way the playoffs went last year,
okay,
and it seemed, I think I remember this correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all the teams that got the first round bye, the conference champs, they lost their first game, didn't they?
They did. Georgia, Texas. I can't remember who the other
SMU or who from the ACC, I think.
Clemson lost in the first round.
That's right.
It was Clemson lost to Texas in the first round. SMU lost to Penn State in the first round. So I know Georgia and who's the other one?
Notre Dame, right?
Nah.
Was it Arizona State?
Went to the national championship. Notre Dame made it to the national championship.
I say Notre Dame played Georgia in the first round, right?
Yeah, Notre Dame beat Georgia in the first round. That is true. Yeah.
Well, my question is, and then Ohio State won the Natty, didn't win their conference. The question is it really worth winning your conference and then having to sit and not play while other teams that didn't win a conference but they made the playoff, they've already played a game by the time they roll in on the first round bye teams who are just now trying to start up. So do y'all think it's worth it anymore to really get that first round bye so you can go ahead and play a game and get going and actually come in already in the groove? Well,
Huggy, I'm gonna give you two answers to this one, Huggy. My football coaching mentality, I want to go out there and win every game. But my coaching my video game mentality, because I'm on NCAA right now, I like to lose, and so I don't have to play my conference game because I feel like that's smart. Because it's an extra game, and if I know I'm already a lot to go to the playoffs, I want to rest my guys and let them come in healthy. But
so Marcus, what's your thing? Because God dang, bro, you keep stringing us along. What's how you?
Oh no, I said me as a coach, I want to win that game. But me as when I be on NCAA strategically, I want to sit my players.
Okay, so basically, so your point to Huggy, so Huggy, make sure I'm remembering the question. So Huggy is asking, is it even worth winning a conference game in order to even get to the playoffs? Is that what you're asking, Huggy?
It's not.
In my, if I just go with my instincts, especially Laura, the question of the night is, will Auburn, shock the SEC? If I were coaching Auburn and hey, we're in the SEC championship, I could care less about. We'll get ready. We're gonna win. I'm old school. We playing in a championship game. We better win it, even if we make the playoffs. Because in my mind, you don't want to roll into the playoffs coming off a loss. But it's hard to ignore the fact that all the conference champions, they got a first round bye. They lost, and the team that won the Natty didn't win their conference championship. So it looks like that might be, kind of that mentality kind of creeping in on folks. But, I'm old school. If we playing for the Sun Belt Championship, we better walk out of here with a little tiny trophy.
I got to be a tiny trophy, Huggy. Nah, but I feel what you're saying. But okay, but all right, I understand what you're saying, Huggy, but you got to understand what this is how I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna answer that question like this. I feel like right now in this era of football, I think they want to do a lot less than normal. I think that's the reason why you're seeing this fight between the Big Ten and the SEC about this 8th, 9th conference game and about the structure of what the playoff is going to look like. Like in your case, the Big Ten is basically saying the two premier conferences, what they think, what they saying it is, should have automatic qualifying bids. So the Big Ten and the SEC should have 4 automatic qualifiers. Big 12 and the ACC should have 2, and then the one at large. And then the one at large is that. But there is this movement basically saying that, like the SEC side saying that they should just have the 5 plus the 11, which is the 5 highest ranked 5 highest ranked conference champions, and then 11 at large spots, which basically would mean the best teams, however they are ranked after that, would just get into the playoff, is what it would look like. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Huggy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a good question, man. Is it even worth playing? I mean, you see what Indiana did. Indiana basically was like, well, we're not even gonna play Virginia anymore. We're gonna take them off the schedule, and they replaced them with something else because of the perception that they have with the SEC not playing a 9th conference game. So I mean, to that point, I mean, do they have a legitimate gripe? Yeah, they do. I mean, because the committee is basically saying if you win 10 games, you should get in. I mean, you look at what happened last year. SMU got in over South Carolina, and I think we all can sit here and say that South Carolina had a tougher schedule in certain places, in certain games, than SMU.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You can say that, even though SMU played in their conference championship. Now, how much tougher it was, I mean, that's for you to debate, stuff like that. But if you want to, I mean, but I think people probably put it against South Carolina that South Carolina struggled with Old Dominion at the beginning of the year last year. They almost lost that game. You know what I'm saying? And things, stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We just in this weird time, but I think the committee has basically said, if you are a 10-win team, if you are a 10-win team, you have the opportunity to get in the playoff. Now, could we see that change this year? Could we see a 9-win SEC or a 9-win Big Ten team get in? I don't know, because last year, SMU did not do well at Penn State at all. Boise State didn't do well. Arizona State came back against Texas. And things and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I don't know what the rules are, what the clarification is. It kind of just seems like it's just out there right now. Like, I don't know.
Because in my mind, if they're going to move to, you can't not have, at least to me, you can't not have a conference champion. You might not could have a game, which I think, in my opinion, that would lessen it. But I do understand, there's more games now. I get that aspect of it. So if they move to we'll take the 4 best, you can't not have a champion. So in my mind, I guess you would just say, well, we'll go with the top 4, whoever's got the best conference record, they'll be the champ, because if you're getting in at that point, it don't matter. But I don't know. It just looked to me, Ohio State winning last year without winning a conference title, and then all the first round buys going down. To me, that's. I mean, I'm the first person I've heard ask that question, but I guarantee you the right people noticed that last year. And I think actually in the show a couple months ago, I left a comment that you let a couple more teams not win their conference and then they go win the Natty, they're going to change that, because to me, it's like it doesn't line up. Like, well, how are you the best team in the country, but you weren't the best team in your conference? And which I'm aware, it's kind of becoming more of a pro deal. And, you remember the year the Giants beat the undefeated Patriots. They played each other the very last game of the season. And I watched that game, and the Giants almost won that game and then come back and beat them in the Super Bowl. So you can bet the right people took notice of that. Like, hang on now. Like, if it had been, with it being Ohio State, a blue blood, it's not as impactful. But let's say like SMU or somebody that squeaked in, they got hot at the right time and they win the Natty. They're not going to let that happen too many times, bro, because to me, it would cause a money loss for them, and they ain't having that. But it does seem like it's just it almost is like the Wild West right now, that it's just, let it rock and see what happens. But like I said, the old school me is like, nah, we better win if we playing in a championship. But the vision of the new game is kind of like, well, if we're in, and then we can go ahead and get a game going and come in and hit this team. Because even before the playoffs, having the best teams having to wait for 2 months to play their game or whatever, you could tell, at least I could, watching all like the Auburn, Oregon national championship. That was supposed to be like each team scoring 50 points, 2 offenses lighting it up, and only one of them crossed 20. Like that layoff definitely affects you, no matter, because I don't care what nobody says, you can't simulate a game in practice. You can't. You got to be thinking, well, can't hit the quarterback, was star wide receiver. If they tried to simulate a game in Auburn and somebody come over the middle and wiped out Cam, that you ain't going back on the field, bro. You just not. So it's kind of like they're having to see what works, throw something against the wall and let it stick. But before I go, I got a quick little story, especially to tell Marcus. On the way over here, or on the way back from picking the babies up, when Marcus said he hopes something hit Hugh Freeze in the head, and he realized, I responded out loud, yeah, something need to hit him, a damn 3-piece. And then I threw 2 jabs and a hook and went, pow, I don't like his face. And little Huggy sitting there, he took a sip of my tea. He goes, you all right, Daddy? You good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I've been laughing my socks off about that, because he was genuinely like it come out of me like, man, I don't like his face. And you good, Daddy? You all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Marcus just got me fired up, bro. It's all good.
Hey, man, that wasn't here for.
Hey, it is what it is. All right, then. Huggy,
you're my dog. Which, Marcus, you gave me another reason to not like Hugh Freeze and his goofy face. He didn't turn my boy into a degenerate gambler.
Hey, look, man, the games that he's supposed to win, he lose. And the games he's supposed to lose, he still lose. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't be knowing how to feel about it.
Oh, man. I love it, man.
I don't know how to feel about it, man.
All right, Huggy, man. Appreciate you calling in, my guy. Hope all good with you, man.
Yes, sir. I'm just going to do work on these fried potatoes and barbecue. That's what's happening.
All right, then. That's the Huggy Beard, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to I got the Huggy Beard, man. All right, Huggy, appreciate you. All right, man. So Marcus, Team JCP said, man, a lost parlay hits different, man. So basically, he said, your gripe with Hugh Freeze is financial. Somebody,
man, it's more than financial. It was financial before he got the Auburn.
What?
It was financial before he got the Auburn.
So you was mad at what's the name then? That's who you was mad at.
I was still mad at Freeze because I was still bad with him. And he was coaching on the prayer ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the line right now is our guy, our friend Auburn Express. What's up, Auburn Express? How you doing?
What's up, my dog?
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. How you feeling, man? What's on your mind? What's on your mind, my boy? What's on your mind?
I saw the title said, "Is this Auburn's year?" And I truly do believe this is Auburn's year.
All right, so tell us. Okay, I'm gonna sit back, Auburn Express. I want you to tell us why this is the year Auburn shocks the SEC. Tell us that.
I honestly think Hugh Freeze said it wasn't pressure, but I do truly think it's pressure. I think he is on. I think he's actually dialed in. And I think this is the most easiest schedule we had in I don't know how long. And I think I'm with Nick. I think we go 9-3, 10-2. I think Jackson Arnold steps up. I think everyone needs to do what they do, or everything will go good for Auburn this year. I'll put my money on it.
All right, so you put your money on it. So you the opposite of Marcus.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll put my money on it.
All right. Because Marcus,
First of all, I got us at 8 wins, but I ain't put my money on it. I learned my lesson from that.
So you're not putting money on it, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not putting my money on it. I don't know why I'm echoing King Richard, but no, I'm not putting my money on it.
All right, so this is the thing. All right, this is the thing, Auburn Express. I'm gonna ask you, man. So, what will be the driving force for Auburn winning those games this year? Will it be quarterback play? Will it be the defense? Will it be the receiving room, or is it gonna be Hugh Freeze making those small adjustments that put Auburn over the top? Or will it be the kicking game? Like, like, is it any one of those things, or is it something else that we missing out on? What you think?
I honestly think if we're gonna win these tough matchups, I think it's on Hugh Freeze and the coaching staff.
Okay.
I think if you saw last year, if we scored 28 points a game, we're 11-1. We beat Oklahoma, we beat Arkansas, we beat Cal. I'm still mad about that. We beat the teams we need to beat. The only loss we have is Georgia, and then we go to overtime with Alabama. So I think if we execute on on game day, not the 4th and 1 missed call on Georgia where Peyton Thorne was thinking one thing and Hugh Freeze was thinking the other. I think if the coaching staff is on point, I think we win 9 to 10 games. That's just
all right. Talk that talk. Hey, look, all I would say is, Durkin, you better not let us down, Durkin. Cause nobody be bringing up Durkin name in no situation. We got so much faith in you, Durkin. You better make sure that defense look good. Cause Freeze, we got a lot of money riding on you.
All right, man. Auburn Express, man.
Say what?
I said, all right, man. We appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Yes, sir. Always love what y'all do.
All right, man. Same to you, man. Make sure y'all
appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Express on Instagram, man. Shout out to our guy, Auburn Express, man. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram, man. He be giving us some good content over there as well, man. Shout out to him. It was a comment that came up. Wait a minute. We got another call coming in. It is the man. Everybody don't like him. A lot of people don't like him, but it is him. His name, Vandy Chris. What up, Chris? How you feeling, man?
I was wondering who introduction that was. What's up, Vandy?
What's up,
so
Vandy Chris? What's up, man?
I had to call in. I had to call in to talk about the playoffs, right?
Okay. All right. I'm listening. I think I saw your comment in the chat, but I want to hear what you got to say.
So Arizona State.
Okay.
Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Clemson. And who was the other one? I forgot who it was. They all lost.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hold up, Vandy. They said they can't hear you, Vandy. Why can't they hear you? That's what they saying. They can't hear you. That's what they saying. Hey, hang up and call back in, Vandy. All right. We're gonna have him call back in. They saying they can't hear him. We're gonna call back in and see what's popping. All right, let's see what's up. All right, Vandy, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I got you. I just want to make sure everybody can hear you. Marcus dipped out. I don't know why he dipped out, but I didn't drop Marcus. Marcus dropped out himself. I didn't drop Marcus out. If y'all can hear Vandy, let me know. I just want to make sure everybody else heard everybody else. I don't know why they can't hear Vandy, but go ahead. They still can't hear you, Vandy. They still can't hear you. I'm the only one apparently they can hear you for some odd reason, bro. I don't know. Vandy, we're gonna have to fix this real quick. We're gonna have to fix it real quick. That's what I'm saying. we're gonna have to fix it real quick, man. Just hold on real quick. We're gonna have to fix it. All right. Just give us a second, man, while we get that going on. Just give me 1 second here, real quick. All right. All right, we gonna go. We're gonna take a we gonna pause real quick for a second right here, man. Just give me 1 second, real quick. 1 second here, real quick. All right. All right. We back.
Yeah, Lee, I got kicked from my own show for Vandy Chris.
I don't know how you got kicked out of the show. You just dropped out, my boy. I don't know how that happened.
Soon he got on.
I don't know how that happened, bro. He said the phone probably connected through Marcus's screen. Nah, man. It's literally as soon as you dropped out, Marcus, they couldn't hear him in the chat, but you back in now. And just want to make sure everybody can hear us in the chat.
Soon as you brought him in and I heard his voice, they kicked me out of the stream. I was like,
they kicked you out the screen. They kicked you out the screen.
I was like, all right.
I said, what's going on here, bro? That's crazy.
Vandy Chris didn't like me that bad. You could have just said it, Playboy. I ain't like Vanderbilt anyway.
That's messed up, my boy.
I tried to go to Vanderbilt. I'm Captain Vandy. I wanted to go to Vandy.
Boy, stop.
I did. Hey, they sent me. That was the only one sending me recruiting letters. So hey, holla at Vandy.
That part. That is it. All right, man. Marcus got equipment, man. Marcus just can't get on the. He just can't turn his camera on right now for other reasons, but it is what it is. Yeah. All right, man. So we got to fix. So if y'all want to call back in, y'all can call back in. It should be working now. It should be working fine now. And if it's not, like I told you, we was working on this all weekend, so it should be good to go, and we should be ready to rock and roll. Ready right now. Yep, there it is. We good. We good to go.
As long as it ain't Vandy Chris, I ain't getting kicked out.
It's Vandy Chris, all right. It's Vandy Chris.
All right, call back, man. Don't be doing that voodoo you did.
Easy. All right, man. We back. All right, here we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. We just got to make sure the chat can hear you. We just gonna confirm the chat can hear you when you start talking.
You're right, Bo.
Oh yeah, but last week at the Big Ten media days, every single coach in the Big Ten called out the SEC.
Appreciate that, Ed.
Even the commissioner called out the SEC.
Yep.
They got the attention of Greg Sankey. Here's the thing. Greg Sankey the week before said, I've been on phone conversations with Tony Petitti every single day for the last month. Mm-hmm. There is no agreement in place.
There isn't. Nope.
And by them pissing him off last week, pardon my French, bleep it out if you need to, but by them getting under his skin last week, you're going to get a 5-11 playoff with no guarantees for the Big Ten at all. And he's going to say, kiss my big toe on a 9-game schedule. We're going to do what we do. We're going to play 8 games. We're getting 5 in the playoffs and 11 at-large teams. And the SEC is going to get 4 in every year. Damn what the Big Ten does.
Wow.
But as far as who gets in the playoffs, it's a very simple metric.
Okay.
Win your damn games, and you're in. Simple as that.
Okay.
We don't have to have an argument of, well, South Carolina should be in. The same South Carolina that got beat 24-3 at home by Ole Miss. The same South Carolina that lost to Alabama, who lost to Vandy in Oklahoma. Win your damn games and you're in. It's that simple. We don't need to talk about strength of schedule. Win your games. If you win your games, strength of schedule doesn't matter.
So you saying basically you saying last year SMU getting in is because they won their game, even though they lost to Clemson in the championship game.
But they also say going in, if you're in the championship game of your conference, you will not be penalized for losing.
Okay.
This is a 10-2 team that should have been in the playoffs over any 9-3 team, regardless. Strength of schedule shouldn't matter. To me, strength of schedule is trophies for everybody mentality, and we need to stop that. If you want a trophy, yes, better win. Simple.
Okay.
But that's all I wanted to call in on, was talk about this playoff stuff and the whole Big Ten SEC stuff. I don't think we're going to get the 4 + 4 + 2 or whatever they call it.
Yeah, automatic qualifier.
I think Greg Sankey made up his mind last week when he tweeted out TOC that we're getting the 5 and 11, and damn what the Big Ten does.
You know what? I gotta agree with you. Because
that's just my thought, and I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, shout out to Vandy Chris for calling.
Shout out, Vandy.
Make sure y'all go subscribe over to the Golden Broom podcast over there as well. Appreciate you, Vandy, man, for calling in, man. But yeah, I gotta agree with him on that, man, because when Greg Sankey came out and said about the 5 + 11, when he came out and said about the 5 + 11, and then when you heard who is it, Brett Yormick and the Big 12 commissioner come out, Jim Phillips, who's the ACC commissioner, come out and support the 5 + 11 model. Yeah, I had a feeling right then and there that that's probably what's going to end up happening. But how does the Big Ten have leverage over that? If the Big Ten goes out and wins another national championship this year, and then they do it again the year after that, now you actually got to sit down and listen to them a little bit more, you know. But that system is supposed to start next year anyway. So what if the Big Ten goes out and wins a national championship this year? What if Ohio State? What if Penn State? What if Michigan? You know, what if one of those teams? What if Oregon? You know, what if one of those Big Ten teams goes out and wins a national championship this year? And that's 3 in a row for that conference. What's going to be the conversation then? Because it has to be done. I believe by December 1st and November 30th for the format for the next 5 years, I believe. So who knows? We'll see what happens, bro. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Alan Berry had a comment earlier. He said, do y'all feel like projecting the top offenses and defenses for the season? I'm curious what y'all got to say. Keep up the good work. What you think about that, Marcus? The top offenses and top defenses.
Hey, I'm with it. Check us out Wednesday. If that's what you want to do.
Oh, you want to do it Wednesday? All right, well, let's do that Wednesday. Appreciate that, Alan Bear. We'll do that. Wednesday, we're going to project the top offenses. Do you want to just be in the SEC or do you want to be in college football? Which one?
I would say SEC just because that's going to be a very long show.
Yeah. Let's just do SEC. We'll do that. Top offenses and top defenses in the SEC. So y'all know what the show gonna be about on Wednesday. So come on, jump in, tell everybody to come around. Jermaine, he had a comment that I wanted to pop out and highlight as well. He said AU will face better passing offenses this year. They didn't give many good passing offenses last year that helped those stats last year. Miro and Beck was the two best was the best two. They'll face better this year. Okay, so all right, let's look at their schedule. Okay, so Sawyer Robinson and Baylor. Okay, I see that. John Mateer and Ben Arbuckle coming from Washington State together. Okay, that's a good one. Marcel Reed is a second year in the SEC at Texas A&M. Gunnar Stockton, I don't know. We'll see about that. Bo Pribula, he might not even be the starter at Missouri. It may be the other guy that Eli Drinkwitz is pretty high on. After that, Taylor Green at Arkansas, I actually got Auburn losing that game, as a matter of fact. I think it's just a trap game for Auburn. After that, you got Kentucky. Zach Calzada. I believe Zach Calzada actually beat Auburn when he was at Texas A&M. So you have to look at him seriously. But it's the talent at Kentucky around him enough in order for that team to be able to compete with Auburn. I don't know. Then after that, you have Mercer. I mean, Mercer's going to be a good team, but I think Auburn's just much more talented. Then, of course, Alabama. And then by that time, Ty Simpson should be, settled into his role, because I don't want any type of excuses for that game when Auburn beat Alabama this year. I want people to know what happened. It is what it is, man. All right, man. We got a little more time left, man. If anybody else want to call in and they want to get their thoughts out on the show before we get out of here, man. Hey, give us a call, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. As always, man. Marcus. Oh, we got a call.
Here we go. We got a call as soon as you ask me a question.
Y'all know who it is. The man himself, Sweet Stuffer 5256. What's up, my guy? What's on your mind, my guy?
Oh man, what's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling?
Man, we doing good, man.
Yeah, bro. How are you?
Dang, Sweet Stuffer, what's on your mind?
Man, I'm talking about this playoff stuff, man. I think eventually we're gonna see though. What they're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go to a 9-game schedule, right?
Okay.
But what they need to do overall is so they should go ahead and everybody get 2 non-conference games anyway.
Okay.
So everybody play their conference schedule and then have the remaining couple of games be TDB. So instead of having a conference championship game, I think at some point they're gonna have to start having cross-conference games to qualify people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's no need in wasting the slot, because that's why all this happened, because people want to see more meaningful games. So instead of having, I'm all for automatic qualifier. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that. But if you have a bunch of teams like you did last year around that can qualify, you had Ole Miss, you had South Carolina, you had all of them teams.
Missouri was a 9-win team as well too. They could have been in that conversation, but who knows?
Hey, they could have been in the conversation too. So I think playing games that matter and keeping it where the games matter, and especially at the end, instead of dying down, everybody playing lob and roll week 11 or just whatever. No, don't do that. Put somebody on the field that's trying to play for something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do that. They need to come to some type of agreement to do that. This is my opinion, man. Appreciate y'all taking my call, bro.
Yeah, man. Sweet stuff. Shout out to you.
You stop in any time, brother.
As always, man. You know what it is. When we on, call in, man. Let us know what you think, man. Shout out to Sweet Stuffer, man, for that call, man. He gave us a really good call last week, man. That was dope, man. So shout out to Sweet Stuffer for that, man. Robert Smith said, to me, now with the playoffs, Auburn needs 100 cream puffs out of the conference, with SEC games being killer now with Texas, Oklahoma added to the mix. Your thoughts on that, Marcus?
Man, like you said, I think you would Ted said, I'm a traditional person. I want to go back to how I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I like that format, but I guess like Vanna said, I ain't really worried about how it's gonna shape out, because I know the SEC ain't changing, because we the big dogs, and I think our commissioner just let the world know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a advocate of how I used to be.
I like that's cool. That's cool. But I mean, Robert, to answer, I answer your question like this, Robert. You saying Auburn, for Auburn to make the playoffs, they need 100. I guess you say they would need 100 ball states out of conference with SEC games being killer now. So basically, that's how I'm predicting it. I don't know. I don't know. If I'm understanding that correctly, you saying cream puffs. So when you say cream puffs, I'm thinking of teams that are inferior to Auburn. So I'm thinking, and I'm looking at our schedule this year, and I'm looking at a Ball State. And I'm not gonna say South Alabama because South Alabama is really good. I look at we look at Mercer, even though Mercer's really good on the FCS level, they are. But talent wise, Auburn is up here to them. I mean, and I saw Vandy Chris's in the chat saying that could be a trap game. It possibly could be. I mean, we didn't think New Mexico State was gonna come in 2 years ago and beat Auburn at home. It is what it is. But 100 Cream Puffs out of conference with SEC games just to make it look. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. Alan Berry said, man, he came to Auburn with promises of milk, honey, and big wins and big games. This better be the year. False prophet hashtag false prophet freeze. Oh my God. Alan just gave us the hashtag. I'm gonna remember that, Alan Berry. I'm gonna remember that. If the season don't go the way it's supposed to go, towards the end of the season, we're gonna have to use it. We're gonna have to use hashtag false prophet freeze. We're gonna have
let me ask y'all. I mean, I want to ask y'all this before we get up out of here.
Yeah, man.
Is it any world that Durkin could get any blame? I'm just saying, is it a situation where we can see Hugh Freeze's offense do good and our defense do bad? What is your percentage on that?
Is there any world that we can see?
I better answer that question. Give me a percentage
of what?
Of blame if this season go bad that you think our defense will have in it?
Percentage of blame? Probably say less than 50, because you got to understand. I mean, I would probably say I would say less than 50 because Hugh Freeze was hired on the offensive side of the ball. Because I'll tell you this, and I think we had this conversation. Before, basically saying that what if Auburn's offense was just so dynamic, but the defense was not that good?
Yeah.
Like, would you still be happy with the team this year? Like, would you still be happy with that because of the fact that, I don't know, the offense is scoring so many points and it's so, prolific, and all we need is the defense just to make a stop every now and then just to help us win games? Like, would you be okay with that?
If we win, yes, Nick. But if it's a situation where we're going 5 or 6, when it's 5 or 6 games and we averaging
45 points a game,
you know what I'm saying, 28 points a game, I would be so shocked, because that'll be something that I didn't predict.
Like Bubba and Get Musty said 15 to 20%. I just gave a very general number of less than 50%, because I think even though we saw how good this defense could be, what was last year, and how good it could be this year, based on what they've been recruiting on that side of the ball, I still think a lot of people would give them just a little bit of a reprieve. They wouldn't be too harsh on them, for the simple fact because of what Hugh Freeze is and him being an offensive guy. So if this offense was averaging 38, 42, 45 points a game, but we were giving up 28 points, I think people will be fine with it. I think people are like, they'll be like, okay, that's fine, because we already know our offense is going to go down the field and score anyway. So, I mean, to answer your question, I say less than 50, but if I had to put it, I would just give it a little bit more. I'll probably say closer to 30%, because I think the expectation on the defense side of the ball is raised a little bit more now, just based on what we saw from last year. So I would probably say less than 30. I'll probably say somewhere between like 27 and 30% is what I would say.
All right, yeah.
Just based off of that, Ed Darby said it's time to score points. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Is that's what it is. Ed Darby tell us if we don't score 21 points, we don't win the game. So we're gonna see about that. All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler tonight, man. Before we get up out of here, man, make sure that hold up, we had one more comment come through. Yeah, Robert Smith said he think Rhett Lashley could average 33 plus points a game with this off. Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree.
For real.
I like
Chill
that.
out, Robert.
I agree.
Hey,
with you
Robert. We know who the coach is for the job, but he ain't coming. So
yeah, Marcus Freeman. We need Marcus Freeman. That's who we need.
All
right, man. Make sure I go.
I wouldn't be
make sure I go follow our guy.
He ain't leaving his situation unless it's to Ohio State.
Make sure y'all go follow our guy Tez at its SEC season as well, man. Follow our guy Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast over on YouTube. You saw him in the chat. DC from Auburn Addicts. Make sure you go follow him over there as well. Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. Make sure y'all go follow Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. Be Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk as well, man. Go follow him over there as well. Vandy Chris, Golden Broom Podcast. Make sure y'all go follow and subscribe to them over here on the YouTube channel. Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them on the YouTube as well. And of course, I got at the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and Huggy Beard on Facebook and Bubba Hyde on Facebook as well. Make sure you go follow him over there as well. Before we get out of here, man, I'm gonna announce this. Starting this Sunday, me and Dustin will be doing a live show every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central, over on the Uptempo Podcast YouTube channel. So if you follow Uptempo, Dustin over there, our guy, he's been on our show a couple of times. This Sunday, we'll be doing a live show every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Central, and then in the afternoons at 5 p.m. Central, you can catch me over there with my guy Auburn Addicts DC on Auburn Addicts YouTube. Where we'll be doing Have You Heard over there as well. So Sunday you get to see me twice if you want to see me that many times. It is what it is. So
that boy working.
Man, I guess, man. But that will be starting this Sunday, man. Uptempo Podcast. We'll be doing that over on the Uptempo Podcast channel live Sunday, every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central time. We'll be doing that over there with my guy Dustin over there as well. And before we get out of here, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. On Twitter at CoolersPod23 on Twitter. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube. So you know when we post more videos and when we go live, we're trying to hit 700 subscribers. If we can do that, I don't know how far away we are. But let's see if we can do that before the end of August, before close of business August 1st. Let's see if we can do that by this Friday. Gonna try to hit 700 subscribers by this Friday. So we appreciate y'all for rocking with us there as well. Let's take a look in the chat, get these last comments in before we get up out of here, man. Let's see. Jermaine Mims said, Nick, make sure you check those other SEC rosters and give them proper observation, not bias. I've already looked at them, my guy. Already looked at them. Go back and look at the shows, bro. Go back and look at the shows we did when I looked at Auburn's roster and compared our roster to the other, compared Auburn's schedule and compared our schedules to our rosters to those other teams that we playing. And I've already looked at them, my guy. I've already looked at the 2 deep for each roster, and I think Auburn's number 2. But you looking at the whole roster. I never said the whole roster. I said the people that's gonna contribute. I said the potential 2 deep of teams of people that's gonna contribute. That's what I said. And looking at Auburn, I think Auburn is number 2. I can slide them down to number 3, but I'm gonna push them up to number 2 because it's my team. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I save it for next time. It's all good, Huggy, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Great show. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us around the water cooler with us as always, man. He said the hardest working man in showbiz. That's not me. That is not me. Nowhere near, man. But one day, maybe we'll see what happens, man. Yes, please hit the like button. All right, man. It's been real. Before we get up out of here, man, Mark, what we got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, check us out Wednesday. We're gonna come back and we're gonna write these offenses and defenses of the SEC.
Yes.
And y'all put y'all input in and keep calling in, man. We enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoy the calling part of the show, man. Y'all, we want y'all to call in, man, because y'all make the show, man. Y'all make it happen, man. We have a great time with it, man. So please, when you see the number pop up, call in, man. You're not gonna hurt our feelings. Not gonna hurt our feelings at all, man. It is nothing to it. It's all love over here. We can have some disagreements, but it ain't. We just talking sports. We just disagree on a point of view. It ain't nothing for us to be mad about over sports. It's just a debate. That's all it is. All right, man. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler, man. Until then, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all get a man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory, man. And until then, on this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, it is one love, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? We are out this mug. I holla. Peace, man.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.